You know that feeling when someone's words hit you like a punch to the gut, and for a second, everything around you blurs out? That's what it was like hearing my family's laughter echo in my mind every time I dared to dream bigger than what they thought was acceptable. I was just 24 when I decided to pursue my passion, digital art, and turn it into something real. But to them, it was a joke, a reckless obsession, something unworthy of their time, their respect. They treated me like I was wasting my life, that I was an embarrassment, and I believed it once. But I would learn, painfully, that the greatest victories come from standing tall despite the storm of doubt and derision. I remember that day like it was etched into my soul. The dinner table full of my family's concerned and dismissive faces. My laptop open in front of me, displaying my latest digital painting. I'd poured months of late nights, sweat, and hope into it. But my father scoffed. "You seriously think this goofy doodle is going to pay the bills? You're chasing a pipe dream, kid. Better get real before it's too late." My mother shook her head, lips pursed in that familiar disapproval. My siblings rolled their eyes, whispering about me behind cupped hands. Their words, harsh and relentless, cut through me like shards of glass. I wanted to scream, to defend what I saw as my calling, my art, my future. But instead, I clamped my jaw, silent and trembling, secretly questioning whether I was idiotic or just stubborn. In that moment, a voice inside me said, "No, not anymore. This is my life. I won't let their doubts define me." So I shut my laptop, grabbed my courage, and pushed forward. I'd heard the doubters before, but I'd never truly believed I could prove them wrong until I had no choice but to try. From that day on, I was relentless. I took every dollar I had saved, tiny savings, scraps, a few freelance gigs, and poured it into a digital art shop online. No fancy studio, no big investors, just me and my tablet, a dream that many laughed at. My parents dismissed it as a phase, or worse, a joke that would end in failure. Week after week, I battled self-doubt, financial strain, loneliness. My social life evaporated as I stayed up nights, perfecting my craft, uploading new work to build my brand. I faced rejection after rejection. No sales, no followers, just crickets. But I didn't stop. I knew deep down this was what I was meant to do. And slowly, things started noticing my art. First a few kind comments, then growing followers. My work became more than just doodles. It became a community, a way for me to connect with others who saw the beauty I was trying to create. I started getting commissions, then larger projects. Doors opened. I poured everything I had into my craft, never losing sight of the fact that I was building something meaningful. It was hard, excruciatingly hard. I had nights where I wondered if my family's words were true, if I was destined to be a failure. But I kept going. Eventually, my work caught the attention of a local gallery. They wanted to showcase my art in a proper exhibition. I remember that day vividly, my heart pounding, my hands trembling as I set up my pieces. And when the doors opened, I watched strangers gasp, smile, and connect with what I'd created. That moment, the recognition, the validation, felt like the universe finally catching up to what I'd known all along. I was capable of more. Years later, I stood on my own 2 feet, my online shop thriving. I'd turned a simple passion into a sustainable business. I'd become a symbol of perseverance, a testament to the idea that dreams worth fighting for are never foolish, only delayed. But today, I wasn't just celebrating my success. I was coming home. As I pulled into my childhood town, I felt a strange mix of nostalgia and defiance. I knew my family would still be there. Still the same people who once dismissed me as a fool. But I was different now. I had what they told me I'd never have. Money, recognition, respect, and most importantly, self-belief. I parked outside the old house, heart pounding. I opened the door and stepped inside, the familiar scent of baked bread and mothballs filling my senses. My family sat around the table, eating dinner, oblivious to what awaited. I took a deep breath and cleared my throat. "Hey," I started, voice steady. "I brought something to show you." They looked up, cautious, expecting another failed venture, another foolish endeavor. I pulled out my tablet and turned it toward them. Before their eyes, I showed my latest collection. Vibrant digital landscapes, portraits, and had sold tens of thousands online. The room went silent. "Is that you?" my father finally whispered, eyes wide, disbelief creeping into his voice. "Yes," I said softly. "It's me. The girl you laughed at, the one you called an embarrassment." But I proved that passion and persistence can rewrite your story. I built this from scratch, despite your doubts. And this, I gestured to the screen, is only the beginning. My family's faces, initial shock, then a flicker of something else. Remorse? Pride? I couldn't be sure. But what mattered was what came next. My father looked down, then slowly nodded. "Maybe we were wrong," he admitted. "You really did something special. We didn't see it back then." My mother reached out, tears in her eyes. "I guess we didn't understand how deeply you believed in this." "We only wanted what was safe for you. But you showed us that true success is about staying true to yourself." I realized then that failure isn't the end. It's merely a stepping stone on the road to greatness. And as I drove away, I whispered to myself, no matter how far you've fallen or how loud they mock, your true worth is written by what you build, not by what others say you can't. Because in the end, what's meant for you will always come back, multiplying, shining brighter than ever before. And I was just getting started.